There's an apparent paradox at the heart of manifesting where we're told to be content with what is here and what we have now, and to call in more things that we desire. And this can create some inner conflict where we feel like wanting more is somehow greedy or misaligned with the present. This paradox runs much deeper than mindset. In this video, I'm going to share why it's actually wired into our culture and our energy body, and I'll share a powerful clearing so that you can actually start to repattern the beliefs and the feelings around wanting more so you can call in true wealth free of this inner conflict. In a previous chapter of my life, I studied art, and a big part of that was looking carefully at how culture and media shape our beliefs and create our identities. Now, working in this space of spirituality and conscious coaching, it's actually still incredibly relevant because many of the patterns and beliefs we hold are actually not our own. They belong to the collective psyche. Beliefs around wanting more, being greedy, or perhaps being punishable are a really good example. At least in English-speaking countries, the story of Oliver Twist has become etched in our collective consciousness, particularly because of a scene where a young boy in a workhouse dares to say, "Please, sir, I want some more." And he's referring to this thin porridge that they get fed in this institution. And famously, he does not get given more. He is shamed, met with horror, gasps, and literally chased around a room because it was seen as such a transgression to ask for more food, even when he was very, very hungry. This phrase in this scene has become a symbol. It's been made into memes, it's been parodied, it's been repeated for years and years and years, and become a sort of cultural shorthand for the audacity of asking for more, the shame that we associate with wanting more than we've been given. So it really reinforces a kind of archetypal narrative that wanting more equals danger and transgression. On the other hand, if you are watching this channel, it is quite likely that you feel misaligned with the kind of endless accumulation that modern capitalism promotes. Perhaps you feel pain and resistance when you look at commodity culture, when you see companies exploiting workers, when you see any kind of unfairness or inequality that is created by a culture that wants us to endlessly consume, often in ways that are actually very unhealthy for ourselves. You know, you maybe don't want to be aligned with a system that puts profit before people, and the imprint here becomes, if you desire more, if you want wealth in your life, then you become somehow part of the problem. You're actually moving towards a system that a very deep part of your soul rejects. So we see two very different narratives, two very different imprints, but both of them can get in the way of feeling that it is okay to want more, to desire things, to normalize the trajectory of expansion that actually is your birthright. We get pulled in all sorts of different directions by these types of cultural narratives and collective imprints. There are thousands more than, the two that I just mentioned. And the real art is to be able to identify that this is a part of the reality that we live in, and then rise above it and come back into contact with the deeper truth of what more really can mean for your life. Because of course, more love, more happy money, more connection, more service, more creation is no bad thing. So we want to disentangle the energy of more from these cultural narratives and from any imprints that might be holding us back, so that we can start to actually attract the abundance and prosperity that will help us to move forward through society and be the creators of new earth that we really desire to be at the soul level. In today's meditation then, let us come together to repattern the energy of more. Let's disassociate greediness and commodification and all these stories of shame and punishment, and instead really activate the richness of this term so that we can become more abundant. So if you come into a nice comfortable position, we'll go into our meditation, and of course make sure that you're safe and you can be undisturbed for the next 10-12 minutes or so. We come into presence through our breath. So if you allow yourself to really settle down and take a nice deep inhale, inflating the belly. And as you exhale, just soften the body. Inhaling cleansing air. And exhaling, relax. One more nice deep inhale. And exhale, completely letting go. Allow the awareness to turn inwards, to make contact with the aliveness in the body. Allow yourself to sense the presence of your bones. The structure that allows your physical vessel to stay upright. The part of your physical vessel that contains the minerals of the earth. And as you feel this steady presence of the skeleton, you also feel the subtle movements of your breath through the gentle rising and falling of the chest or the belly. And perhaps even the subtle movement of cellular energy, the gentle pulsing or rhythm of life force. And bring to mind the feeling of wanting more. Allow yourself to tap into the desire for expansion. It might come through as a yearning. It might come through as a sense of excitement. Or you might notice some physical sensations in the body. Whatever is present for you, allow that to be there. And then let's just clear some energy around the associations, beliefs, stories, energies, or imprints that we may have connected to wanting more. You can repeat these next few phrases after me out loud or in your mind. I release the belief that it is greedy to want more. I release the belief that wanting more comes at a great cost. I release the belief that by having more, I will lose those I love. I release the belief that having more will lead to shame or punishment. I release the belief that having more won't change anything anyway. Just allowing all of those energies to clear now, knowing that we have released whatever needs to be released in this moment. And now we will repattern the energy of more. And I'd like you to place your awareness now at the base of your spine in the first energy center. And tap into more. Allow my words to just settle, nothing to do, nothing to say now. I call in more earth, more earth, more earth, more stability, more connection, more safety, more grounding, more self-sufficiency, more energy. And then allowing your awareness to move up to the second energy center, the sacral chakra, just a couple of fingers below the belly button, where we call in more water, more water, more water, more creativity, more flow, more sensuality, more divine feminine energy, more creative life force, more energy. And then you allow your awareness to rise to the third energy center, the solar plexus chakra, where we call in more fire, more fire, more fire, more confidence, more willpower, more direction, more fuel, more potency, more initiation, more ability to draw down our visions into manifest reality, more energy. And as you allow your awareness now to rise to the heart, this fourth energy center, we call in more air, more air, more air, more love, more compassion, more empathy, more true love, more abundance, more real soul connection, more energy. And then allowing the awareness now to rise to the fifth energy center, the throat chakra, where we call in more ether, more ether, more ether, more truth, more authenticity, more expression, more voice, more sound, more frequency, more energy. And then allowing your awareness to travel to the 6th energy center, the 3rd eye chakra, where we call in more light, more light, more light. We call in more vision, more intuition, more foresight, more trust, more clarity. And then we bring the awareness up to the crown, the 7th energy center at the top of the head, where we call in more divinity, more divinity, more divinity, more timelessness, more infinite awareness, more connection to higher consciousness, more spirit, more soul. Feeling every energy center expanding with this repatterned energy of more. And now bringing the awareness once again back to the heart, this center of universal love, and bringing to mind one thing that for your highest good and for the highest good of all, you wish to create more of. Whether it's more money, more health, more love, more connection. Allow that desire to be placed in your heart. And allow it to become more. Can you sense the color most associated with this desire? Feel, sense, or see that color in the heart center representing this thing that you want to call in now. And sense that color becoming brighter and brighter. Double the brightness, double the intensity. Allow it to become more and more. Allow it to envelop your whole being. Allow it to permeate every cell in your body, to radiate and expand beyond you. Recognizing that more love, more true wealth, more abundance, more connection, more health for you has a ripple effect, bringing upliftment to others and spreading beauty to those you come into contact with. Allowing yourself to understand more as an expansive, healing energy. And now begin to let the color gently disperse out through the atmosphere around you into the environment, gently dissipating, bringing yourself back into your physical body, taking some nice deep breaths. bringing some awareness to the hands, to the feet, wiggling your fingers and toes, rolling your shoulders or moving however it feels good and right. And whenever you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. So let me know how that went. What were your experiences? Did it feel like this shifted some energy? Did you feel like those greed imprints got cleared? I love hearing from you, and if you did enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.